Hey everyone, today I want to share something called The Parable of the Acorn by the writer Cynthia Bourgeault. Once upon a time, in a not so far away land, there was a kingdom of acorns nestled at the foot of a grand old oak tree. Since the citizens of this kingdom were modern acorns, they went about their business with purposeful energy. And since they were midlife acorns, they engaged in a lot of self-help courses. There were seminars called Getting All That You Can Out of Your Shell. There were recovery groups for acorns who had been bruised in their original fall from the tree. There were retreats and spas for oiling and polishing those shells and various acornopathic therapies to enhance longevity and well-being. One day, in the midst of this kingdom, there suddenly appeared a naughty little stranger who apparently dropped out of the blue by a passing bird. He was old, capless, and dirty, making an immediate negative impression on his fellow acorns. And he crouched beneath the oak tree. He stammered out a strange and wild tale. Pointing upward at the tree, he spoke to all that would listen to him and said, "We are that." Delusional thinking, obviously, the other acorns concluded. But one or two of them continued to engage him in conversation. "So tell us, how would we become that tree?" "Well," he said, pointing downward, "it has something to do with going into the ground and cracking open the shell." "Insane," they responded. "Totally morbid. Why, then we wouldn't be acorns anymore." So this parable invites us to consider what it takes to actually grow. How often are we just working on our shells and not seeing that they're actually keeping us from the abundant life that God is creating us for? In what ways do we resist acknowledging any cracks in our shells? And how is brokenness sometimes actually the key to wholeness? It's like what Jesus himself says. Unless a grain of wheat, or an acorn, falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain, or remains kind of nutty. But if it dies, it bears much fruit.